Hello everybody and welcome to the TTVJ Audio YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about one of our favorite setup tools, the Dr Feickert Protractor NG. Turntable setup can be challenging as well as intimidating if you've not done it many times. Each turntable and arm require knowledge of it or a good manual to help the novice or even the well-seasoned audiophile set their turntable and tone arm up. They don't just set themselves up after all. The more precise you can set the turntable up, the better the results, and taking the time to get it right is a worthwhile venture. We have used many tools for setting up a turntable, and today we are going to touch on one that we have found to be very, very useful. Dr Feickert's Protractor NG, or Next Generation, has become our favorite tool for cartridge alignment. I have used one now for a few years and it's so easy to use and allows you to choose your the geometry that you would like to set up for your own ears. This little tool here allows you to choose from Barrowald, Lofgren, or Stevenson geometries. Once the cartridge is mounted, the alignment step follows. This is where the Protractor NG comes into play. Setting it up out of the box is simple, and we're going to show you that. Using it with our reed tone arm and our trans-rotor turntable with a Lyra cartridge, we're going to demonstrate how to set this up and how to use this tool. This is a tool we recommend for the seasoned audiophile and someone setting up their first cartridge. It is built to last and designed for ease of use. I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up and recommend it highly for anybody to use in getting your cartridge aligned. So let's take a look at the Dr Feickert Protractor NG. Comes in a nice white box like this. Open it up. It's got a little picture and a little quick instructions. It's got a nice brochure that kind of shows how to use it and the theory behind it. Comes all packaged up like this, and you'll see why after. You have this front plate. We have the arm with a pin in it. The first thing I'm going to do so that we don't lose this pin is there are 2 nice little plastic screws that screw in here to hold the pin in place. You'll see what this is used for later. And then this pin goes here. It's nice because you can see there's measurements here, so you can make sure that your arm is the correct distance. This goes on like as such. Comes with the handy tool to put these in. This will go on the spindle, and this will go on the pivot point, which is actually going to have to go this way. And this will touch the pivot point of the tone arm. That'll be on the spindle, and the cartridge will line up here, and we'll show you how that's done now. Alright, so now we have our Dr Feickert Protractor on the turntable, and as you can see I have this loosened up. I'm going to have to loosen this up also. And I'm going to place it right in the pivot point of the tone arm. This is going to give us the exact correct geometry. And I'm going to use the Barrowald, and this will give us an ideal, as you can see it's lined up and the stylus is lined up. I'm using the Barrowald, so that's the first step, is to get it lined this way, and then we'll take it and we'll take this out so that it can move, because we don't need that point anymore. This becomes a point, and we set it up here, and that is all lined up. And then we have another checkpoint here, so we move it in, and voila. The cartridge is already aligned. I had aligned it before we did the video, so It's great because it does Barrowald, Lofgren, or Stevenson, depending on what your ear likes. You can get it all aligned. The one little tricky thing with the Lyra cartridges is you're trying to get the stylus aligned perfectly with this, but when the stylus is not engaged in a record, it's slightly off center. It centers itself when it's playing.